Davis from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to...
Turning it on! Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Boom. He'll try it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's King. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So BYU's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. They'll run the screen. Makes a man miss. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The run to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's got it on the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On the run, it's Hoskin. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And it's good from 58 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's King. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Hagan. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Right on the money. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Fires left. Touchdown, BYU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, and make plays for their quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's King. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Got him downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the 1st. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Oh, he's got a chance. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on 4th down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this route. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Got his man.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they were able to execute the in route there.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's got it from 57. What a beauty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. The sure hands, it's Rivers. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
For the offense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's King. Gets rid of it. Got a man, it's Haynes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pulls it in, it's Roberts.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Screen cut there. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They're working that left side. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Ryan. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
BYU has this offense clicking. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ryan.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Martin. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Creates a little room. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. And the quick shuffle pass. Fights off a defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeyer. Snagged in the middle, it's Ryan. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Beck's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Was to pass. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's King. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. To the ground, he's got it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's King. Grab near the marker, it's Rutherford. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the right. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the gun. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Got a little space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
We've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. This one's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And to get rid of it quickly. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On a little time, lets it go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's King. He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Now on the counter. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Run in the red zone, it's Haynes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... He's got it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw, it's King. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. Can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Hagan. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw again. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To throw, it's Spockmeyer. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.